A music history museum in downtown Davenport will soon see a change of scenery. Drew Coffey tells us why the Bix Beiderbecke Museum plans to move and how it will be better able to educate people on a historical figure in Davenport's history.
We're kind of buried. You drive by, you don't really know there's a museum in the building.
One that holds facts and artifacts of Bix Beiderbecke, one of the most popular jazz musicians of the 1920s, and also a Davenport native. Bix was also a famous composer and cornetist, but now, more than 90 years after his death, the nonprofit museum will get a change of scenery as they plan to relocate to another building close by.
But now we're going across the street. We're going to be on a ground floor. We'll have a lot of window space, a big sign out front. But back then, they had these big setups.
Director of the museum, Nathaniel Kraft, says the relocation comes after an eventful but challenging few years, closing for 1 year due to COVID and fighting off annual floods from the Mississippi.
We had a wall get breached because of the levee breaking. And then we've had about a year fully open, and it's been great. And then we get flooded. We get flooded again.
So the move will bring more eyes and ears to Bix's impact on music, while also ensuring the instruments, clothing, and pictures from the past remain intact.
It's one of those things where the space served us, but the risks are a bit more than it's worth taking. We don't want to lose it.
As they continue letting people know the history of a name seen everywhere in the Quad Cities, but is still misunderstood.
People know his name, they know his face, they probably have some idea of who he is. He, changed music forever. And that's something that people who live here can do. It doesn't matter if it's music, it could be art, it could be anything they're good at. If they followed their dreams, this is something they could do.
In Davenport, Drew Coffey, WQAD News 8.
And Kraft says they're waiting on a renovation start date for the new building. He says they hope to open on March 10th of next year, which is Bix's birthday.